Alright guys, I'm back with my WWE Raw review for the 17th of the 7th, 2017 guys, and I'm gonna say this last episode of Raw, it was, you know what, I would actually say Raw this week was like a roller coaster. So think about when you're going, when the roller coaster goes up. So that was the first segment. It went up, then goes down, and then on the third hour comes back up again. So we have a dip in the second hour. First and second hour we have a dip. We have a great opener. We dip to the first and second. After the first hour and the second hour, that dip was there, and then we go up between the Joe and the Joe Reigns match, and obviously the Revival Hardy match was good, and then obviously the Kurt Angle segment was good as well. So overall, we had like, you know, a good part of, like the last half of Raw was really good. So Raw was basically with, you had Dean Ambrose again. I don't know why they really want to open up Raw with Dean Ambrose. I mean, at this point, the only thing that would get me interested in Dean Ambrose the character again is if he turned heel or if he attacked Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Now it looks like to me that they're going to do a 3-on-2 handicap match at SummerSlam between the Miz Taraj and the Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So basically, Dean Ambrose doesn't trust Seth Rollins, and he shouldn't say brother in front of Dean Ambrose because it's a bad word or some shit to him. But anyway, Seth Rollins says he's sorry for what happened 3 years ago. Whatever. Then the Miz comes out and cuts a really awesome promo on both of them, and basically they attack the Miz Taraj, and that was a really good segment here. And the chair, you know, Seth Rollins even took a nasty bump on the chair by the Miz. He took a skullcrush finale onto the chair by Miz. I thought that was pretty nasty. Anyway, and then we get to Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Thought it was a decent match, and again, Alexa Bliss gets pinned by Bayley, and I'm thinking to myself, are we really going to this? Are we going to really do this again? I understand last week that she got a shocking win last week over Alexa Bliss, but we do this again. This week, a clean win over Alexa Bliss, probably the best female wrestler of 2017 in my opinion. Now, I don't know where they get this idea from. Like, why does a champion have to look weak before SummerSlam? I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is that? 2 weeks in a row, Alexa Bliss has lost clean to fucking Bayley. The same Bayley that got buried, I don't like to say that word often, but yeah, buried a couple months ago, and still is getting buried as a character is. But, I don't know, I just don't understand. What is going through his head? I mean, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let Bayley have another win, because I'm Vince McMahon. I don't know. But, yeah, that was whatever. What was after that? Oh yeah, then we had Enzo coming out, and he's basically talking fucking shit again. Big Kaz comes out and says he's gonna shut Enzo's mouth again, and then basically Bishop comes out. I thought that this was gonna be a match, but apparently it's gonna be a brawl. So it looks like it's gonna be Enzo, Big Kaz, and Big Show. I don't care about it. At SummerSlam, whatever. Like I said last week, I don't really care for a Big Show and Big Kaz feud. I don't really care for it now, so whatever. And then we get these backstage segments with Kurt Angle and Corey Graves, and throughout the night he's hyping up Kurt Angle. What's his big secret? Is it going to be Dixie Carter? Has he been having secret meetings with Stephanie again? Or does he have an illegitimate son? Now, which one of the three were right? The illegitimate son, sorry, hard for me to say, was the right one. We had no Dixie Carter. A lot of people say, oh, we're in Nashville, we're going to have Dixie Carter and whatever. But this was the most most anticipated segment in Raw in I don't know how long. But anyway, I like how they teased that. They also had they actually did really well with the whole Samoa Joe Roman Reigns video package for later on in the night. We had a cruiserweight match, whatever. Then we had, after that we had the Hardys versus the Revival. So it was a really good match here, you know, in my opinion. I thought it was really good. The Revival go over here. I didn't like how they really, you know, gave away the Revival versus the Hardys on free TV, in my opinion. It's like, to me, it's pointless at that point. Then we have Finn Balor versus the Drifter. Now the Drifter is one of my favorite. You know, I'm a big fan of the Drifter, as you guys know. Like for months now, I've been saying since he's been on the main roster, like he's my favorite heel in WWE right now. And what happens when you have the Drifter character? Like I said last week, he loses. You know, when I said that he lost clean to Finn Balor last week, and I ranted about that, I wasn't happy that, you know, this good character that, you know, this guy that they've been protecting in the Drifter, who's been this awesome heel on that Raw brand, and they have him lose clean to Finn Balor. Now, I don't mind it's Finn Balor, but he loses it clean. I didn't like that last week, but this week, it looks like they redeemed themselves to the WWE Creative Team, and they had the Drifter nail a guitar over the head of, what's his name, Finn Balor, and that was fucking awesome. I thought, when I heard that there was going to have a match, I thought, here we go again, we're going to have the Drifter lose clean to Finn Balor, because that's it, the Drifter pushes over, you know, typical WWE to bury a good talent and whatever, but yeah, the Drifter actually, you know, he lost the match, but he actually had a great segment after he smashed the guitar over Finn Balor's head, and then who do we get after that? The eater of pins, Bray Wyatt comes out and says some shit on the fucking Titantron. It looks like we're gonna have Balor versus Wyatt at SummerSlam. Like I said, I don't care for it, to be honest with you. Like Bray Wyatt, like I said last week, if JoJo was his manager, or if they actually even mentioned JoJo on TV, I would actually get interested. But this guy has been buried and buried and buried for so long at this point that I cannot even get invested into the character anymore. So there we go. And then we had one of the most anticipated segments in Raw for a couple of months, and we had Kurt Angle coming out and revealing his big secret. Who was it going to be? Was he cheating on his wife with Dixie, or was he cheating with Was he having Stephanie and Dixie at the same? Was he cheating? Did he have Stephanie? Was he actually having secret meetings with Dixie or Stephanie? Who knows? And apparently, he comes out and he says, "Well, my big secret is I have a illegitimate son, and his name's Jason Jordan." That is right. Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's illegitimate son. In my opinion, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Chad Gable." Like, I mean, I was thinking like, "Oh, that'd be kind of cool." I mean, they are very much alike. It's shocking how much alike they are. But when they say Jason Jordan, I was like, "Okay, cool." I mean, I'm a fan of the American Alpha. I mean, I'm a fan of both guys, and I knew that. I mean, they weren't doing anything with the American Alpha on SmackDown anyway. I know it's a big loss for the tag team division on SmackDown, but it's good for Jason Jordan, because if WWE are going to push this guy, why not align himself with Kurt Angle, a former WWE champion, a former World Heavyweight champion? I mean, if you're going to align yourself with somebody great, align yourself with Kurt Angle. Now, I hope that this doesn't end up like the Hornswoggle angle from 2007, where it just ends up where it's JBL and Finlay at WrestleMania 24. I hope that they book this properly and they actually make Jason Jordan a big star on that Raw roster. I don't want him to get buried, you know, in like a few months and they forget about him. I want this guy to get elevated to the top, at least to the Universal title shot, at least. You know, I don't want it to be Hornswoggle 2007-8 thing. I don't want to see that. I want to see Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle. I want to see this angle really work, pun and pun. I want to really see it really work and gel. And the main event was Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. It was a good match, and then Braun Strowman comes out, attacks Joe and Reigns, so it looks like they're going to have a fatal four-way at SummerSlam between Lesnar, Strowman, Joe, and Reigns. That's a good decision in my opinion. I was scared at the beginning of the show because I was thinking that they was going to give Roman his win, because I know at some point Roman is going to get his win back over Joe. And I was thinking they're going to do it tonight, they're going to let Joe lose clean, or some shit like that. But Braun Strowman came out and luckily didn't give Roman the clean win. I am a fan of Roman Reigns, but I don't want WWE to bury Samoa Joe. He's been the best heel, aside with him and Braun Strowman and the Drifter have been the best three heels on that roster, you know, on that Raw roster this entire year, in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, I thought it was a good match, and yeah, overall, Raw this week, like I said, it was like a roller coaster. It was up on the first segment, dipped in after the first hour and the second hour, and then raised in the last hour. So in my opinion, it was like an up and down show, in my opinion. But yeah, that was my WWE Raw review, guys, and what do you guys think of this last episode of Raw? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll check you later.